Chat, can we just all like just let's all go back to our roots. You know, let's all go back to our roots and just know just go back to where we came from. Feel me? Let's go back to where we came. You know?
Fertilization is the epic story of a single sperm facing incredible odds to unite with an egg and form a new human life. It is the story of all of us. During sexual intercourse, about 300 million sperm enter the vagina.
We was one of them.
Soon afterward, millions of them will either flow out of the vagina
Oh my gosh, that's me right there. That's me.
or die in its acidic environment.
That wasn't me.
However,
Could've
many
been me,
survive
you know?
because of the protective elements provided in the fluid surrounding them. Next, the sperm must pass through the cervix, an opening into the uterus.
I knew that nigga right there. I knew that nigga. That was like one of my dogs. That was my dogs when he was in the nut. No cat. That shit was fine. Like me and him like had like the best friendship and shit. It's crazy.
Usually, it remains tightly closed, but here the cervix is open for a few days while the woman ovulates.
Thanks, mom.
The sperm swim through the cervical mucus, which is thinned to a more watery consistency for easier passage.
See, I remember going through here. I remember thinking like I gotta make it. I gotta be the first one to make it. So as I was going through here, I was like really dodging and turning. Like I was really just, feel me?
Once inside the cervix, the sperm continues swimming toward the uterus,
Mm-hmm.
though millions will
Shut up,
die
bozo,
trying
you
to
not
make it
like
through the
that for
mucus.
real.
See, I remember seeing this.
Toward the uterus,
Whatever happens.
though millions will die.
Yo, lazy, appreciate the follow. Welcome to GDL. How you doing? I remember this. I remember seeing like my dogs. Like this is like I had like a tight knit circle, and these were my dogs here. I mean, my dogs just all got stuck. I was like, damn, I'll keep going for y'all niggas. Facts.
Trying to make it through the mucus. Some sperm remain behind, caught in the folds of the cervix, but they may later continue the journey as a backup to the first group. Inside the uterus, muscular uterine contractions assist the sperm.
I remember doing this too. Chat, y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? I remember this, bro.
On their journey toward the egg. However, resident cells from the woman's immune system, mistaking the sperm for foreign invaders, destroy thousands more.
I remember this too. This had to be like the complete scariest part of my travel. To be stuck in this was like my worst fear. I kept on hearing screams. I just kept on hearing screams and people like, ah, no. Like, damn.
Next, half the sperm head for the empty fallopian tube, while the other half swim toward the tube containing the
See when that happened right there, when I saw them other guys go that way, I'm all like, damn, y'all just messed up. I ain't gonna lie, y'all really went the wrong way. Y'all really went the wrong way. If y'all didn't go the wrong way, I wouldn't be here today. Like, y'all niggas are
fertilized eggs.
crazy.
Now, only a few thousand remain. Inside the fallopian tube, tiny cilia push the egg toward the uterus. To continue, the sperm must surge against this motion to reach the egg.
I remember this. Chat, I remember this like it was yesterday. I remember this is where like my strength came from. This is why I was a rugby player. I was a football player because I was fighting against that current. That shit was hard, bro. That shit was really hard, bro. Really hard.
Sperm get trapped in the cilia and die. During this part of the journey, chemicals in the reproductive tract cause the membranes covering the heads of the sperm to change. As a result, the sperm become hyperactive, swimming harder
Welcome
and
back to
faster
we're
reach
learning
their
about our past.
destination. At long last, the sperm reach the egg.
Man, I remember when I saw this. I remember when I saw this. I was all like, bro, I fucking made it. I fucking made it. I remember seeing this and I was like, damn, I really made it. But it's not over yet.
Only a few dozen of the original 300 million sperm remain. The egg is covered.
I remember these niggas. I remember these niggas. So I was right here. This is like the cool kid of the nut, and the rest of these were like just like some other people, you know.
Million sperm remain.
Yeah, as back then, yeah.
The egg is covered with a layer of cells called the corona radiata. The sperm must push through this layer.
I remember this is so hard. It felt so. I was like, I don't think I can make it, but I still pushed through. Feel me?
The outer layer of the egg.
How many times you gonna pause? I'm just saying about my life.
Sperm reach the
how you remember this?
They attach to specialized sperm receptors on the surface, which triggers their acrosomes to release digestive enzymes.
I just know.
Enabling the sperm to burrow into the layer.
I remember this. I remember doing this. It's crazy.
Inside the zona pellucida is a narrow, fluid-filled space just outside the egg cell membrane. The first sperm to make contact will fertilize the egg.
Can you pause stream real quick? Gotta pee.
After a perilous
I remember
journey,
this. I was all like, I really made it, chat. Y'all remember that? I was like, I really made it. I really made it. And I'm just now getting sanctioned by my mother's stuff.
Against incredible odds, a single sperm attaches to the egg cell membrane. Within a few minutes, their outer membranes fuse, and the egg pulls the sperm inside.
I was like, damn, this is a tough race.
This event causes changes in the egg membrane that prevent other sperm from attaching to it. Next, the egg releases chemicals that push other sperm away from the egg.
See, I didn't remember this because I was too busy in there, you feel me?
As the reaction spreads outward, the zona pellucida hardens, trapping any sperm unlucky enough to be caught inside. Outside the egg, sperm are no longer able to attach to the zona pellucida. Meanwhile, inside the egg, the tightly packed male genetic material spreads out. A new membrane forms around the genetic material, creating the male pronucleus.
I remember this, bro.
Inside, the genetic material reforms into 23 chromosomes. The female genetic material, awakened by the fusion of the sperm with the egg, finishes dividing.
I saw this. This is kind of scary due to like the scenery. This is the same exact scenery that I saw. I was like, ooh, do I really want to do this? But I was like, I have to. I don't know what this is, but I have to touch it.
Resulting in the female pronucleus.
Do I have time to roll up before Fall Guys? You better roll up now.
Chromosomes. As the male and female pronuclei form, spiderweb-like threads called microtubules pull them toward each other. The two sets of chromosomes join together, completing
I was so
the
scared.
process
I was so scared,
fertilization.
chat. I was so scared.
At this moment, a unique genetic code arises, instantly determining gender, hair color, eye color, and hundreds of other characteristics.
Yeah.
This new single cell, the zygote, is the beginning of a new human being. And now the cilia in the fallopian tube gently sweep the zygote toward the uterus, where he or she will implant in the rich uterine lining.
I remember
that
for
the next 9 months until ready for birth.
I remember that. Let's look at the first trimester.
This animation is brought to you by the Nucleus Medical Art Library, or NMAL.
One early memory was 3-year-old me getting my ass whooped because I peed my pants. Which was stupid because I literally was a toddler. Like, bro, I'm gonna pee my pants. I peed my pants during school when my teacher was yelling at me.
Where you can download this animation and thousands of medical images and videos created by Nucleus Medical Media. To apply for a free
During the second week, an egg is released from your...
Okay. Chat, we're watching this.
During the second week, an egg is released from your ovary in a process called ovulation.
Mm-hmm.
Around the end of the second week, the baby is conceived in a process called conception or fertilization.
Mm-hmm.
This happens when a sperm from the father merges with the egg from the mother, usually in the fallopian tubes.
You saw this part, miss? Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. All right.
This new single cell, called a zygote or embryo, is the beginning of a new human being.
Chat, are y'all learning? Chat, are y'all learning? Chat, say locked if you're learning right now. We're learning about our past. Can I ask a question? Yo, what's up?
To form a hollow ball of cells called a
red
blastocyst.
pants.
The cells of the blastocyst begin to arrange themselves into two groups. The inner
I got
group will
Eddie
develop
gummies. How
into
much
a
do I
baby,
eat? Eat 3.
And the outer group will form tissues to nourish and protect it. During week 4, the blastocyst moves into the uterus, where it hatches out of its outer layer.
I remember doing that.
Once freed from this outer layer, the blastocyst can embed itself in the thickened lining of the wall of the uterus.
I was kind of scared because like I was rolling down. Do you mean RC sock? Yeah, RC sock.
Weeks 5 to 10 are referred to as the embryonic period. All of the major
I remember
organs
being
start
a
to grow,
dolphin, bro.
such as the brain, spinal cord.
I'm out with my dad
and heart.
and my food's on the way. All right, Tima.
The heart begins to beat during this period. Structures called the placenta and umbilical cord begin providing life support for the embryo.
Cool.
They bring nutrients and oxygen from the mother to the embryo.
You met RC before? Yeah, she's cool.
Bones and muscles start to grow beneath thin.
Chad, we had tails. Do y'all realize that? We had tails. Imagine that we kept our tails. I could have been like Goku on some shit.
Bones and muscles start to grow
It's 11
beneath
p.m.
thin, transparent
I'm
skin.
gonna go after one Fall Guys game. All right,
Toward
bet.
the end of the embryonic period, the embryo starts to look more human.
You got a big ass heads.
At the end of week 10, the embryo is now called a fetus and is about 1¼ inches long from head to rump.
Look at y'all neck. Crazy.
During the next few weeks, the arms and legs grow longer and start to move. Fingers and toes finish developing, and the baby's face becomes well formed. By the end of the first trimester, your baby is almost 3 inches long.
God dang. Crazy.
Your body experiences many changes during the first trimester. This is due to changing levels of chemicals, called hormones, circulating through your body.
Dope.
The most common first sign of pregnancy is that your menstrual periods have stopped.
Okay.
You may have other symptoms as well, such as nausea,
Okay.
often called morning sickness, that can occur at any time of day.
Okay.
Tender, swollen breasts.
Yo, Ava, I appreciate the follow. Welcome to 6 Open GDO. How you doing?
Constipation.
Oh, damn. That's not
weight
good.
loss or weight gain. Craving or disliking certain foods.
Got it.
And feeling more tired than usual. You may have only a few of these symptoms, or none at all. If you have any questions about how your baby is developing, or concerns about how you're feeling,
Chat, would y'all want boys to give birth or girls to give birth? Like, would you want to give birth, or do you want it to just be the girls to give birth? How you doing, Ava? Let's look at
During a vaginal childbirth,
delivery.
the first stage of labor lasts about 12 to 19 hours and starts when your baby settles lower into
I want
the
the human
pelvis.
race to die. Oh, God.
In response, your cervix begins to efface or become thinner and dilate or widen. During this time, you may feel strong,
That's what
regular
dilation
contractions
means.
occurring every 5 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
And lower back pain and cramping that doesn't go away.
Oof. That
You may
sucks.
see a brownish or reddish mucus discharge, which
Ugh.
could be the mucus plug at the opening of your cervix falling out.
Oh.
Your water may break, which can either be a large gush of fluid or a continuous trickle.
Oh, so that's what that's what water breaking mean. It's the egg around the baby breaking. That's crazy. But like sometimes when people have C-sections, they are still in the egg.
If you experience any of these,
What is going on in your head right now? Bro, we are learning. Can we have like this educational segment about babies? You know?
symptoms, contact your doctor or midwife to see if you should go to the hospital.
What are you even
At the
watching?
beginning of
We're
stage
watching
2
life.
labor,
We're watching our
which can last
past.
from a few minutes to 3 hours.
Chat, were y'all C-section
your
or what?
cervix is fully
Or regular?
dilated to 10 centimeters. And your baby's head has moved beyond the cervical
Damn,
opening
chat, y'all have
into your
some
birth
big
canal.
ass heads. Okay.
During this stage, you will begin to push your baby out. You may instinctively push when you feel the urge, or you may need coaching from your doctor, midwife, or labor nurse as to
Ironic.
when to push and when to rest.
So I'm never gonna
In
have
a normal
kids.
delivery,
Chat, y'all better have
your
some
baby's
kids,
head
man.
will rotate
Gonna
to
be
face your back.
It's gonna be amazing.
During active labor, your uterus is divided into
I remember
an
this,
active
chat.
segment
I remember
that
this.
contracts, pushing the baby downward, and a flexible passive segment that remains relaxed, stretching to provide more room for the baby to pass through.
That's crazy.
In some cases, when the top of your baby's head appears or crowns, your doctor may make a small cut called an episiotomy to enlarge the vaginal opening. Then you will continue pushing your baby out. As your baby's head passes through the birth canal, it molds into an elongated shape. An elongated head shape will resolve itself within a few days as the skull bones shift back into place.
Oh!
After your baby's
Wow,
head exits the birth canal,
it's crazy.
his or her head and shoulders will rotate to help the shoulders pass through the birth
This is
canal.
educational purpose only.
Your baby's
Twitch.
shoulders are delivered one after the other in order to fit through your pelvis. Once the shoulders emerge, the rest of your baby slides out easily.
While I'm eating,
After
I'm
your
so
baby
sorry.
is born, his or her umbilical cord will be cut. In stage 3 of labor, which may last 5 to 30 minutes, mild contractions will help push the placenta out of the uterus.
Got it. No, the placenta.
During this stage, you and your
Got it. Good shit. Chat, clap it up for yourselves, man. Y'all did good. That was a good educational segment of our stream, man. That was great. I'm so glad that we all got to see where we came from, how we became us. You know what I'm saying? How we became us. You know, and I'm proud of you guys that you guys won that race. You know, forever. I am proud of you guys, man. Really proud.